Hello everyone, welcome to Chef Salim's recipe channel. In this video, I'll show you how to make traditional flour halva, a simple and easy dessert that will impress your friends and family. First, let's look at our ingredients. I added butter to the bottom of the pot. After all, who doesn't love butter? It's like the magic potion of cooking. Butter adds a rich, creamy texture that enhances the flavor of our halva. I use sunflower oil because it's light and has a neutral taste, which lets the other flavors shine through. For flour, I'm using whole wheat flour for a nuttier taste, along with a small amount of all-purpose wheat flour to balance the texture. Additionally, I use semi-skimmed natural milk mixed with water, which keeps the dessert creamy without being too heavy. Granulated sugar is our sweetener. I'm using a bowl full of walnuts because they add a delightful crunch and are packed with nutrients. Remember, life's too short to be picking out seeds, so I use seedless raisins. I also add some rose petals for fragrance. They smell really good and add a touch of elegance. I'll use a bit of sesame and black cumin for decoration, and 1 packet of vanilla sugar for an extra layer of flavor. To start, we add sugar to the pot to prepare the syrup. Then, we fill it with water and cold milk mixed. Put the pot on the stove and stir just until the sugar dissolves without boiling too much. This ensures our syrup is smooth and well mixed. When it warms up a bit, that's enough. Stir constantly to ensure the sugar dissolves. I tested the temperature with my finger. Now you can see the milk frothing. If it froths, it will be tastier. Frothing is good, so let's take it off the stove. After adding the walnuts to the chopping board, press them a bit with a rolling pin. It's like giving them a little massage. They deserve it after all. You can also chop the walnuts in a food processor, but I prefer not to make them too powdery. Slightly chunky walnuts are better for texture. Just press with the rolling pin a few times, and they will be perfect. Since the raisins are large, I chop them a bit. You can also use currants, but I avoided them due to seeds. You can increase the amount if you prefer. After chopping the ingredients, put them in bowls. Once the pot is on the stove, wait for the butter to melt a bit, then add the sunflower oil and stir. There's no need for it to get too hot, so add the flour immediately and stir constantly with a wooden spoon. The flour needs to be roasted. Using whole wheat flour, it takes about 20 minutes to roast properly on low heat. If you try this on high heat, it will burn. Stirring with a whisk helps prevent lumps. And now I'll add the walnuts. After stirring for about 10 minutes, the flour is roasted. You'll know it's ready when it turns a golden brown and emits a nutty aroma. I add cinnamon, which gives a warm, spicy note that complements the sweetness of the halva. I'll share the ingredient amounts in the video description. After adding rose petals and raisins, stir. Now we can add the syrup. Since the syrup is very hot, it might cause lumps, so we didn't boil it completely. Increase the heat slightly and keep stirring vigorously with a wooden spoon or a whisk until it thickens. If it sticks to the bottom of the pot, scrape it off with a spatula. After that, let the halva rest by covering it with a cloth for half an hour. This allows the flavors to meld and the texture to set. It's still warm and sticks to the pot due to the residual heat. I break off small pieces, shape them with a spoon, and sprinkle sesame and black cumin on top before pressing down to shape the halva. They look great, and you can use grated coconut or ground pistachios for decoration instead. If you want them drier, you can leave them in a warm oven for a bit. Normally, they are melt in the mouth, but leaving them in the oven will make them drier. Enjoy trying this recipe, and goodbye. Now, I'm finishing this plate. Enjoy your meal. See you in a new video. Goodbye.